Hey, it's B-Dubs. I'm excited to share my latest blog with you from my website, redwhite.io. The link to my blog is below in the description. I'm always open to feedback, so leave a comment if you have suggestions or if there's a particular topic you'd like me to write about. Now let's dive in. Patch or get pwned. Vuln Management 101. Imagine running a high-end security system at your office. Biometric scanners, security badges, and 24/7 monitoring. But what if someone left a window unlocked? That's the reality when organizations skip vulnerability management. Your expensive security tools become about as useful as an umbrella in a hurricane if attackers can just waltz through unpatched systems. Ready to master vulnerability management? Let's break down the what, why, and how. What is vulnerability management? Think of vulnerability management as your organization's digital immune system. It continuously scans for weaknesses in your infrastructure, from unpatched software to misconfigured systems, and helps you minimize these security gaps before attackers can exploit them. The process is straightforward. First, discover weaknesses across your entire digital ecosystem. Second, assess impact on your business and prioritize accordingly. Third, remediate issues through patches or security controls. And fourth, monitor continuously because cybersecurity is a journey, not a destination. And believe me, hackers are as creative with new exploits as cats are with knocking things off tables. The vulnerability management lifecycle. Let's talk about the 4 key stages that'll keep your systems locked down tight. First, discovery. Know your territory. First things first, you need complete visibility into your digital landscape. Think of it as creating a high-resolution map of your environment. Deploy enterprise-grade scanners like Nessus or Qualys to sweep your network. Document everything, including those dusty legacy systems lurking in the corners. Reality check. That forgotten printer in accounting? Yeah, attackers are counting on you overlooking it. 2. Assessment. Pick your battles. Not every vulnerability needs a 5-alarm response. Here's how to sort the critical from the noise. Exploitation risk. Is this vulnerability already being weaponized in the wild? Business risk. Could this vulnerability compromise your crown jewels? Read more about sorting these risks in my blog, The Risk Register Playbook. 3. Remediation. Fix it right. Time to roll up those sleeves. You've got options. Patch. Deploy those updates to close security gaps. Mitigate. Can't patch right now? Lock down access and monitor closely. Compensate. Layer on additional security controls as a safety net. Pro tip. Focus on high-risk, easily exploitable vulnerabilities first. Rome wasn't built in a day. 4. Verification. Never trust, always verify. The job's not done until you've confirmed your fix is stuck. Run those scans again and validate your work, because in security, assumptions are the mother of all mishaps. Common vulnerability management challenges. Managing vulnerabilities is like playing a high-stakes game of cybersecurity Tetris. New threats keep falling, and you need to address them before they stack up. Here's what makes it particularly challenging. First, vulnerability overload. With hundreds of new CVEs dropping constantly, separating critical threats from the noise becomes a massive undertaking. Second, the productivity paradox. Every patch deployment walks a tightrope between security needs and business continuity. Try explaining to the CEO why the payment system needs to go offline during peak hours. Finally, resource constraints. Whether you're a Fortune 500 or a growing startup, security teams often find themselves stretched thin, juggling multiple priorities. And here's a sobering thought. While we're scheduling that non-critical patch for next quarter, attackers are already scanning for more unpatched systems. They're not known for their patience. Strategic practices for victory. Want to turn vulnerability management from a chaotic firefight into a well-oiled machine? Here's your battle plan. Embrace automation. Let machines handle the repetitive work. Modern tools can scan, categorize, and even predict vulnerabilities before they become threats. Think like an attacker. Prioritize vulnerabilities that present real-world risk. Focus on what attackers are actively exploiting. Build bridges. Create strong partnerships between security, IT, and other business teams. Security doesn't work in a vacuum, and neither should you. Define clear boundaries. Establish concrete SLAs. or service level agreements for patching based on severity. When everyone knows the rules, the game runs a lot smoother. Embrace continuous evolution. Your vulnerability management program should be like your favorite tech stack, always improving, always adapting to new challenges. Best practices and frameworks. We can't forget to mention the frameworks and methodologies that'll transform your vulnerability management from chaotic to systematic. NIST Framework. You can find a mountain of standards and publications from NIST. The NIST SP 800-40 guide is valuable for establishing a robust enterprise patch management program. Think of it as your vulnerability management cookbook, tried, tested, and industry approved. OWASP guidelines. While they're known for web app security, their vulnerability management methodology is outstanding for modern tech stacks. Their risk rating system is particularly useful for prioritizing vulnerabilities in real-world scenarios. CIS controls. These provide practical, actionable steps for implementing vulnerability management. Control 7 specifically addresses continuous vulnerability management. The bottom line: vulnerability management isn't just about patching systems. It's about outsmarting the threats, protecting critical assets, and staying one step ahead in the cyber arms race. It's where technical expertise meets strategic thinking, and where your skills directly impact your organization's security posture. Think of it as your cyber immune system, dynamic, intelligent, and actively defending against evolving threats. Remember, every vulnerability you patch is one less opportunity for attackers. Every scan you run strengthens your security posture, and every process you automate frees up time for tackling more complex challenges. Your next steps. Take a hard look at your current vulnerability management setup. When did you last run a comprehensive scan? How quickly are critical patches being deployed? If you're not sure, that's your first red flag. Here's what I love most about solid vulnerability management. It frustrates attackers. Nothing says find an easier target quite like a well-maintained, regularly patched system. If you find value in this content, you can subscribe to my blogs for free on brittwhite.io and have my blogs sent to your email every Monday morning at 9:30 U.S. Central Time. And remember, the links are below in the description.